bit somebody's head off.
Fuel in the tank. Think of yourself as my ride.
Hello, everyone. We're back for another movie review with Grandma here. We do want to remind you again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do, so that you can get all of our videos.
You'll get a notice whenever
Yes, you will. And when you watch them, if you like them, please give them a like.
Yes.
Grandma, give it a like.
Like this.
Okay, like
yes.
that. And if you have a hankering to, please comment on the video and let us know what you think. And again, let us know what videos you think we should go see. That ones that you may have seen that we haven't seen that you think are really good, let us know. Today we went to see Venom, which is a Marvel sort of superhero anti-hero, because Venom starts out and is still sort of a bit of a villain, but at the same time it's sort of a hero. The way that is that it's basically an alien life form that gets to Earth, and it bonds with a human whose name is Eddie Brock, played by Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy plays Eddie Brock and also plays the voice of Venom. And they sort of join together into one being. There is a symbiotic relationship. Again, it's called a symbiote, in fact. And Eddie Brock is an investigative reporter who's sort of down on his luck because he did an interview with this rich industrialist type who basically is using these alien life forms to try to create higher life forms for his own nefarious purposes. Eddie becomes one of these, symbiote sort of human alien life forms, and Venom turns into this huge monster sort of at times, and it can kill people, bite their heads off.
Very strong.
It's not a very nice alien most of the time. Some of the time it's sort of nice, and it's sort of nice to Eddie sometimes, and it's
Talks to him.
It's a very interesting relationship. And what did you think of it, Grandma?
Well, it was very different. I enjoyed it. I was kind of surprised that I enjoyed it because it was so different.
Right.
It took me a while to warm up to the fact that maybe Eddie Brock and Venom might work out a relationship, and when Venom was inside Eddie, he would talk to him, and they would have these conversations, and sometimes it was something Eddie wanted to hear, and sometimes it wasn't.
Right.
The story was very interesting. Eddie's girlfriend was interested in what was happening, and she wasn't frightened off by it, and I thought that was really cool. That he actually had a human contact that he cared about very much, and she cared about him. It was an interesting story. Of course, with a movie like this, the special effects are just fabulous. You can't put on something like this. Marvel Comics, Stan Lee, all this, all the fights, the collateral damage in San Francisco, on the San Francisco streets. I love the scenes of San Francisco. It's such a beautiful place. But then, you
have aliens
there was some tearing up.
Yeah.
There was some tearing up happening, and the special effects were fabulous.
What did you think of Tom Hardy? He was a special effect, wasn't he?
He really was. You can give him that. I thought he did a very good job, of portraying Mr. Connor.
Eddie Brock.
Brock was his name.
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock. Because he was really having difficulty dealing with the situation, what was happening to him. And the actor Tom Hardy showed that really well. I enjoyed it. I'm surprised I enjoyed it as much as I did, but I did. I really enjoyed it. What did you think?
I enjoyed it too. Those of you who have seen any of the recent, Marvel Universe movies, you compare this to it. It's sort of much of a smaller scale. Again, it's this origin story of this character, this Venom character, and it's again sort of smaller scale. But again, it's, I think, quite enjoyable. The interesting thing I sort of found was that the whole beginning of it was, again, much about Eddie Brock and his life. I would have been interested in a movie just about Eddie Brock. I mean, even if there hadn't been the Venom character, I would have been interested to see what he does with his life, where it goes, if it had just been about that. But again, it's not just that.
As a human.
Yeah, it is, again, about him and this relationship that develops, and you really do see it develop as the film goes along between him and this alien life form. And they have different priorities in life, needless to say. Venom, in a way, wants to, if not rule the world, at least control Eddie and do not necessarily good things, but and it's interesting how they work out sort of a balance, that they both each depend on each other as it goes on. I thought the special effects were good. I thought I did think that some of the special effects towards the end, the larger sort of climax and such, it was a little too dark, I thought. I mean, I thought that for you to be able to really get the most out of the special effects, it would have been better if it was a little brighter, because I had a hard time seeing some of what was going on sometimes. But again, it was still, I think, very interesting. The story was very interesting. You didn't quite know where it was going, and again, Tom Hardy was just really good. I think he really did a really good job in a very unusual character in a very unusual situation, and he just did a really good job. I would definitely recommend it. What about you?
I would too. This is if you're interested in science fiction, I kind of expected it to be a horror movie, and it's not. It's just an interesting possibility. They put this scientific possibility out there and then go with it. And if you go with them, then it's a really good story. I would recommend you go see it.
How many thumbs are you giving it, Grandma?
This is a 2-thumber.
Really?
This is a 2-thumber.
Wow, Grandma really likes it.
This is more than a thumb and a half.
Okay.
This is a 2-thumber.
Give it that extra half thumb. It's pretty good then.
Yes, it is. It was definitely worth the time that we spent. It was a fascinating story and very well presented.
Well, good.
And very well acted, as you pointed out.
Can't ask for much more than that, can you?